Hello, I'm Maudlin. I consider myself a doctor of the human spirit, and today I would like to show you some vinyl albums from my vinyl collection and tell you when I like to listen to them. These albums go best with certain moods, and I would like to tell you which go with which to maximize your audio-emotional potential. Now, these are records that will get you in the mood of romance, whether you're by yourself or with a companion, and that would be Jean Sablon. Nina Simone sings the blues, especially track 1 of side 2, I Want a Little Sugar in My Bowl, wink. And then of course, Bessie Smith, the world's greatest blues singer. Just having beautiful Bessie crooning in the background is just romantic. I don't care what anyone says. Next up, these albums are for when you need to clean your room desperately. I mean, it's a pigsty in there and you just can't make yourself do it. You put on one of these records and suddenly it doesn't seem so bad. It is my personal opinion that the room that one lives in is a train, and it must be constantly provided with coal to keep moving forward. The coal of my room is patchouli incense from Japan, and these 3 albums, Something Weird. This is Greatest Hits from the 60s B-movies. B-52's a classic. This is the cure for executive dysfunction, I'm telling you. And of course, Infinity Within by Deee-lite. Now, I didn't know this when I purchased this, but I only have album 2 of this collection. If you have album 1 and album 2, that is optimal. I only have album 2, but it works just as well. Now, the next 2 are albums that you want to listen to when you're feeling weird, but want to feel weirder. And that would be With Love and Kisses from Tiny Tim, and Saturn Over Sunset by Midnight Sister. The vibes are off in a good way. Next up, if you're manic, and I mean really manic, bouncing off the walls manic, you want to listen to Emahoy Tsege Mariam Guebrou, her beautiful compositions. She was an Ethiopian nun in the 20s who could just play the hell out of a piano and compose some of the most beautiful music you've ever heard of. For something a little bit more high energy, if you don't want to be too tranquil, there's the Wanderley trio. Anything Walter Wanderley, really. This is like the OG elevator music that everyone thinks of when they think of elevator music. It's also just some really fun music that melts into the background as you're going about your business. Perfect. Now, I don't know if this is universal, but for me, if I'm feeling really manic, the best thing for me to do is listen to An Empty Bliss Beyond This World. Something about it is extremely calming to me. You know, I have a feeling that maybe some people find it to be really off-putting and creepy, and I can see where you're coming from, but to me, this is like music that soothes the savage beast. And when I'm a savage beast, I really need to listen to this and chill the fuck out. Next up, this is an album that you can listen to in any mood. Doesn't matter. Joanna Newsom is perfect for every occasion. If you're happy, she'll make you happier. If you're a little melancholy, she'll comfort you. She's perfect for literally every mood, literally every situation. East especially. Next up are albums that I like to listen to when I want to feel gorgeous, when I want to feel completely beautiful and utterly bewitching and divine. And that would be this Russian waltz album. The singer, I believe, is Valentina Pokotoreva, but I can't completely tell. I can read Cyrillic, it's just this font is very strange. If you know anything about Cyrillic, sometimes the letters look very similar in cursive or weird fonts. So, Valentina Pokotoreva. And these are romantic waltzes. And look at the cover, I mean, it's just so beautiful. Now, how would you go about finding this vinyl? You have to be very lucky, or come to my room and I'll play it for you. The other record I listen to feel completely gorgeous is Nancy and Lee. This is easier to find. You can probably find it on eBay for 18 bucks or so. But they match each other's freak perfectly. You know, if you lip sync Nancy's parts, you just feel like the cutest little thing on earth. Highly recommend. This is for when I'm feeling like I want to sing along to something. You know, I've seen Rocky Horror Picture Show in person, you know, probably 10 times. That's not a lot compared to some people, but I do know I do know most of the words to most of the songs, and I really, really dig the Rocky Horror soundtrack. It's just fun. It's just fun. When I want to belt, this is where I go to. When I am looking to tamper with the dark arts, I listen to the soundtrack for Valerie and Her Week of Wonders. If you know, you know. I'll just crack open Scott Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs and listen to this album and go from there. Enough said. Now you have some idea of how strange and eclectic my record collection is. I hope this gave you some ideas for records to look out for, and I hope it gave you some ideas for matching the vibe you're going for with the music you put on your little Victrola. If you found yourself a little mesmerized by my musical prowess, I might want to direct you to the link in the description, which is my Coffee Music Discovery playlist commission. If you want me to make you a hyper-specific playlist tailored to your very specific specifications, that is something I can do. You could request that I make a playlist that encapsulates the energy of your favorite toxic old man yaoi pairing, and I could have that to you by that day or the end of the next day. Just something to consider. Shout out any questions or concerns you might have in the comments, and until next time, bye!